welcome back to the channel today, guys. Now, I told you all recently that I want to start doing things a little bit differently than I have been in the past. Because every season, I always strive to talk about a good, wide variety of series on the channel. But I always feel like I never cover enough. Even when I do like 5, 6, 7, 8 different videos on shows, I feel like it's never enough. Because that just goes to show you how much anime is released each season. A ridiculous amount, by the way. Too much. But I want to start talking about more shows on the channel. Even if they're not like great shows, or even if they're mid, I want to give series their time in the spotlight, you know? I feel like every show deserves at least a little bit of time to talk about them. So today, as you can tell by the title, we're going to talk about Berserk and Gluttony. Now, right off the bat, I know you guys want to know my opinion. And I'll tell you now, Berserk and Gluttony, it's okay. It is an okay show. It's not amazing or anything like that, but it's not bad. It's really not like trash or anything. I've seen way worse shows than Berserk and Gluttony this season, by the way. Eventually, we'll talk about. But Berserk and Gluttony is, for lack of a better word, I guess you could say, mid. Now, people get the wrong idea when you say mid, because lots of morons on Twitter call every single series mid if it's not one of their 3 shonens they watch. So everyone seems to think that mid is bad, when in actuality, mid is supposed to be short for middle of the road, average. And that's what I think Berserk and Gluttony honestly is. Now, Berserk and Gluttony is all about our main character, Fate Graphite, which, I swear, these light novel authors, man, just find 2 cool words and just combine them together for characters' names. Like, oh, my name's Alan Hellfire or something like that, you know? Just the most random names. Fate Graphite. But, okay, it's about our boy Fate, and just like in most anime in this genre, he's a nobody. You know, he's getting nowhere in life. He's got a dead-end job he hates with a completely worthless skill that he thinks won't amount to anything called gluttony. Now, in this world, the world of Berserk and Gluttony, the entire power system is based on skills. You're given skills at birth. Think of it like My Hero in a way, with like quirks. Like, you're given a skill at birth, and however powerful that skill is will basically determine where you'll go in life. And our boy thinks he has the absolute bottom of the barrel ability in gluttony. And in typical anime fashion, little does our boy Fate know that he might have one of the most broken abilities in his series. But it also might be the definition of a double-edged sword. Because how gluttony works is that it's able to steal the skills and stats of any person that Fate kills by stealing their soul. But the catch to this is that Fate, the user of gluttony, suffers from uncontrollable hunger. And the only way to ease this is to constantly keep feeding the skill souls, which means he has to constantly kill things. Literally, he has to constantly go around killing things. It quite literally is the definition of a double-edged sword, because yes, you become strong, but you damn near become a monster. And that's a plot point that even gets explored in the show, of how Fate tries to tackle, like, okay, I'm definitely a lot stronger now, but I'm damn near a monster. I gotta go around killing everything. And the other catch is that you're not able to gain experience levels from this. So yes, while you do get perpetually stronger, your main level stays at its base level. So our boy's at level 1, but he's like one of the strongest beings in the world now. And as if that isn't enough to push our boy Fate over the top, he also stumbles upon a very interesting weapon that goes by the name of greed. It is one of the 7 deadly sin skills, which we'll get into in a second, and it's kind of ridiculous when you really think about it. It pairs extremely well with his ability. Now, greed is kind of an interesting weapon, honestly, and the perfect fit for our boy Fate, because greed has a very interesting level up system. Because as you're using it, to use more of its power, you kind of have to feed it your stats, like your experience. And since our boy Fate literally can't use his experience levels, he can't go up any levels, all he can do is increase his stats, it's a perfect fit. So throughout our entire show, as Fate's getting stronger using greed, obviously, he's constantly filling it with stats, leveling it up, while lowering his, and I kind of like the dichotomy of that, because it's even mentioned in the show that it is also a double-edged sword. Like, okay, your weapon gets stronger, but your stats get reset to their base level, which makes you yourself weaker. And I kind of found that a little bit interesting, honestly. Like, Berserk and Gluttony is an okay show. It's middle of the road, I think. It's the type of show that I think you will enjoy in the moment. I did. I wasn't having a bad time watching it, honestly. I thought it was decent watching it, but it's the type of show that when next season comes around, you're going to get the next big hit that comes out the next season, and it's just going to escape your mind. I will say, one thing I really didn't love about the series is that the constant fixation on this character, Roxy, in the show. Now, she's not a terrible character or anything like that, but Fate's entire character is based around this character, which I didn't necessarily love. I felt like it kind of dragged both characters down in a way. And his constant need to try to rescue her or to help her behind the scenes got a little dull at some point. I kept thinking, like, Fate, come on, man, like, get some ambitions of your own. Get something you want to do, you know? And I felt like him constantly trying to save her throughout the series just kind of impedes her progress too, you know? She wants to get stronger, but if he's constantly there holding her hand, how's that going to happen, you know? But like I told you guys, the concept of this show is what's kind of interesting, because as I said, there are these weapons called the 7 deadly sin weapons, because they all have the ability of one of the 7 deadly sins. And throughout our show, we meet a bunch of other users for this. We meet a girl named Mine, which PTSD with that name, by the way. If you've been on the channel, you know what I'm talking about. Mine, who has the Wrath ability. We meet a girl that has the Lust ability, and she's exactly what you would expect from Lust. Let's keep it at that. And then just other characters, too. I feel like this is the type of show that, if you read the source material, it might be a little better. It'd probably go into more detail, and probably would just be a more enjoyable time than the anime. Which, I will say, its light novel is officially translated by 7 Seas Entertainment. So, if you really liked Berserk and Gluttony, it's out there, baby. You can continue the source material and see how it is, you know? If you guys did that and told me that it was good, I might check it out. Like I said, Berserk and Gluttony is a pretty okay show. It's nothing crazy, but it's not bad. If I had to give it a ranking right here and now, I'd give it like a 7 out of 10. I didn't hate my time watching it, like other shows we're going to talk about soon. It's an okay show. So I just wanted to sit down with you guys and just talk about it a little bit, baby. Give some spotlight to some shows that normally wouldn't get any spotlight. So, if you're interested in this show, I didn't go too much into detail to avoid spoilers on it, because it's good enough to where I think you should watch it. I don't think you would have a terrible time, but it's a little generic, I'll say that. It's just the concept that sells it for me. I like the concept. But anyway, if you like this video, if you want to check out the show, let me know in the comments, and maybe leave my video a little bit of a like. That'd be nice too. But until next time, guys, I hope you all have a great day, week, month, and year. And until then, deuces, have a blessed day. And don't worry, guys. I'm sure a lot of you are thinking, oh, man, you decided to talk about this show and not this other show? Oh, unsubscribe, dislike, fucking angry Twitter comments. Trust me. Trust me. We're going through a lot of shows. A lot. Your favorite, I guarantee, will be one of them. We're going through a lot. Alright? So be patient. So until next time, guys, I'll see you then. Deuces. Have a blessed day. Love you guys.